Hi guys, welcome back. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I am doing this video on request. I've had a few questions about what add-ons I'm using, so I figured I would take some time to go through my add-ons with you guys. I will pretty much show you all my add-ons, even the ones that aren't PvP related, so that way if you see something that can benefit you elsewhere in the game too. So the first one is Auctioneer. This one just kind of keeps track of the price values of stuff, and it makes posting auctions pretty quick and easy. You can post multiple things at once. I'm using Bagnon. That's what makes my bag one big bag, and it's really nice too, because if you're ever looking for something on your server, you can see your other tunes' bags without having to switch characters. And it could be, for both factions, Horde and Alliance, you can see your Horde tunes. So let's put it back to the correct bag. I'm also using Bank Stack, and I know they implemented this into the game. I still, however, use the add-on because I still like the way that it sorts my bag. That it sorts everything by rarity, and it also puts all my junk at the bottom. It doesn't mix it in with everything. It sorts it by rarity versus by bag. The other one I'm using, this one is for PvP. This one is Battleground Targets. This is the one that allows me to, it helps me focus my targets a little bit better, and I can see them all. /GT will pull up the configuration. You can enable it for 10 versus 10, 15 versus 15. I have it disabled for 40 versus 40 because it's just too much. And it goes in order by puts the healers at the top, and then you got your tanks, and then your DPS. And then on this part right here, right next to the name, it will show you how many people are focusing that target. And when it's all lit up, that tells you who's in the area, who's close. So I think it's really handy. It's definitely good to have. And then you could also, before the battleground starts, you can focus your target. So that's a really handy one for battlegrounds. Okay, and capping. I use capping. That's my battleground timers. That pretty much tells me, how long for the flag respawns, or if you take a base, how long it's going to take to capture. It also tells me, who's going to win at the end and how long until the end of the game. I like it's not really a necessity. I just like using it. And then I use cast bars. I just like this one. It changes my cast bar. And you can see the enemies a little bit better too when they're casting. Let's see which other one. And then this is my add-on that I use for healing. It's this thing right here. It just binds, I just bind a few of my heals to it. You know, my major cooldowns is always out and easy to use, and then I just put a few of my heals on this. I mean, it just makes it a little bit easier. And then let's see, what else am I using? I use okay, master plan, and okay, master plan, that's for my garrison missions. I'll just show it to you. It makes setting up your missions very easily, and collecting them. I could just hit complete all, and it collects all my rewards right away. And here it highlights whether I've got the right people for them, all in green. If I don't, well, I got a ton of max level. They'd be highlighted in red if I didn't. So here it tells me it's 100%. It's going to form the best group. And I have the speed reduction, so it cuts the time in half. Start mission. So I don't really have to spend a whole lot of time setting up my missions. And I'm done. Just ready to go about the game. And then I use MogIt. This is my favorite add-on, but that's because I like transmogs. I like collecting them. Pretty much, it just it allows you to see the items in the game, and you can create sets, and it tells you where they're at, so you know where to go farm it. Fun one to play with. I like this one. And you can link your items from there. Like I don't know, like I have to be in a party. Just shift click it. And then you can link the item to a friend if you're in a group with them. If you just want to show them. I'm using Postal. That's for my mailbox. This is another good one. This is another good one if you do a lot of auctions. I don't do as many as I used to. But it just makes opening your mail a lot faster. If you tend to fill up your mailbox a lot, you just hit open all. Puts it all in your bag. And if you had gold in there, it tells you how much you got all together. It adds it up for you. Let's see what else is there. I've got Say CC, which will alert people around me in the battleground when I can't cast. If I'm silenced, I'm stuck in a fear, it tells everybody for me. If they listen to it. I do have, say, sapped still. Like if a rogue saps me, I say sapped, but now with say CC, I could probably get rid of that one. I have say karma, does the same thing. If a monk puts touch of karma on me, it tells them what monk did it. You know, stop damage on that monk. They don't usually listen to it though. Sell junk. That's another handy one. Like when you're out farming, just hit sell junk, and I don't have anything to sell at the moment. And it'll vendor out your grays for you. And then this one here is Titan panel. This is the thing up here at the top. That's at the top of my screen. I keep meaning to get rid of that. You know, or not get rid of, but to hide it. It keeps track of everything for me. Like if I'm out farming, you know, my durability when I gotta repair, it tells me what percentage I'm at. Keeps track of all my gold. But it keeps track of everybody's gold too. It'll keep track of all your other tunes' gold as long as you've logged on to them. Right here it shows me all my tunes gold on this server. So, and it just tells me how much gold I have in all together between all my tunes. So, I like that one. I think it's really nice for farming. And you can go to reset current session when you're gold farming. And right there, the session earned was 0, but it will tell you how much gold you made while you were out farming. So that's it's another nice one to have if you like farming gold. And this one here is DBM, Deadly Boss Mods. That's a good PvE one. You know, it helps. It tells you when what's happening in the fights, when to move out of stuff, timers on bosses and stuff. It's good for me because I don't do a lot in the way of PvP or PvE, so I don't know a lot of the fights. So I just listen to what DBM tells me. So I don't really use a whole lot of add-ons. I might be getting more later. One second, I know I'm missing one. I'm missing another one. Sorry, I forgot to say the disabled one. I disabled this one here for when I'm recording because it's a voice active one. This is a GladiatorlosSA. I'll put the name of that one in the description so you can get the spelling of it. This is the one that talks to me and it tells me what the enemies are using in the battlegrounds, which is really good for me because I get so wrapped up and focused on other things that I don't pay attention to everybody, and it just alerts me like when they use a lot of their major cooldowns and stuff like that. So, and I like that it talks, so that way I don't have to really be paying attention to read anything. Then the last one that I forgot is Icehud. Hold on, I gotta reload. Okay, this is Icehud right here. It's the bars around my name. It just helps me keep track of my health without having to look at my portrait or without having to relocate my portrait. You can move your frame if you want to. Some people like to move it down by them. All you have to do is move frame and then unlock it and unlock it when you got it right where you want it. I like to keep mine where it belongs, though. I have a hard time getting comfortable with that. You could do the same thing with like your focus target, your enemy's target. So that's why I use Icehud to watch my health. And it will also show you your target's health. Let's this is my mana bar, this is my HP. Let me find a map real quick. It will show theirs on the outside. Shows there, and this is shows my cast bar too, right there. But I have casting. And it will show like their energy bar, their mana bar, rage bar, depending on what it is, on the outside of yours. And if they're casting, it'll show their cast bar too. So I like using that one. It shows everything right around my tune. You know, that's where I'm pretty much always looking anyways. You know, I don't have to look up at their frame, and I don't have to look up at my frame. It's right in front of me. So I mean, that's all the add-ons that I use between PvE and PvP. I know there's a lot of other great add-ons out there that I just haven't gotten around to getting yet. And all the add-ons that I use can be found on Curse. So they're really easy to get and they're really easy to install. I'm just gonna go ahead and queue one for one battleground because I know that's gonna be a really short one because I don't really use a whole lot in the way of add-ons. But I figure if you guys were curious, if some of you guys were curious as to what add-ons I was using, I'll put a few of them into the description list. I used to use Recount. I don't have that one anymore, but it's a good one for you if you want to know like how much damage you do. If you want to check how much damage you do, or even healing done, it keeps track of all that. Some people like to practice their damage. Recount will show you how much damage you're doing with like what spells. It's recommended definitely for PvP, or PvE I mean. I don't use it in PvP. So I hope that answers some of your questions, and I hope it helps some of you guys. So now I'm just waiting for the Battleground queue to pop. The new season started. So we're getting conquest points again. It ended and started on the same day, which was really nice. We didn't have to wait. I play with my game sound low actually, so the Gladiator one I'll go ahead and enable for the Battleground. I gotta do a reload. definitely not my favorite one. So here's the Battleground Targets. I can't focus them yet in Strand. Strand is like the only one that you can't focus until it starts. But like every other Battleground, if you focus them, you can see them before the game starts. I guess I should pause. To people who are confused, the way you know which way you're going to be getting off the boat always is the side that the cannon is on, so look for the cannon. That tells you which way you're coming in. It works the same for both factions. But if you can hear the add-on in the background, when you hear the voice, that's my GladiatorlosSA. Okay, and now it tells you who's all in the area. It's highlighted. Of course, I'm busy. I have my game sound really low though. You can mask the spell these things. But, I did a terrible job at masking. I'll put the mask spell there. I don't know what's going on the other side. Oh, I gotta let me go drop my bomb. If I can. Yeah, this one's not my favorite. I'm just gonna go drop my bomb right over here. Always protect your bomb. They disarm so fast. A rogue can have it disarmed before they pop out of stealth. Where you can even see them. Getting hit by a warlock too. That's not fun. Alright, fine. I didn't even look and see what was going on. They didn't get the other gate yet. I'm gonna go see if I can get this flag. While they're busy with that demo.
Preparation, vanish. Dark regeneration.
Yeah, I got this. They were too busy to pay attention to what I was doing. I'm gonna go for a bomb. I would save the demo normally for a DPS, but it doesn't look like they're going for it.
Asphyxiate. Trinketed. Mind freeze. Driving roar. Eyes bound down. Evasion down. Trinket intimidating shout. Trinketed. Eyes locked down. Shout down.
Normally I don't like to take the demos, because I like there to dispel people.
Cloak down. Eyes locked down.
Now that they're not fighting anymore, you can hear the add-on.
Combustion. Speed of light. Cold snap. Cold snap. Prismatic crystal. Eyes
This one's going pretty well.
Deep freeze. Shadow Fury. Ice locked down.
Usually when there's a lot of horde
Onyx storm.
in the area, which isn't the case right now, it's good to sit back and shoot.
Deep freeze.
It makes them come over to you. And it's a good distraction to let people drop their bombs up ahead.
Countered. Countered. Trinketed.
It's always better to drop the bombs over the demo. The bombs do more damage, always have. But demos are great for a distraction. And demos are only really good when you have a mass number of them, but I'm the only demo. I don't know why people didn't get the other one.
Intimidating shout. Shadow Fury.
So, when my demo dies, that's it. Just gonna be really quick here. I don't know why that's not. There we go. I don't know why people didn't come with another demo. That was silly.
Shadow Fiend.
We would have had that gate and another person just had grabbed one.
Trinketed. Shadow Fury. Invis. Smoke bomb.
There's police people. If they kill these people, I can drop mine. There we go. Not sure if that's enough to take down though. I don't know how many times I hit the door. At least don't need another bomb. Right, if people are dropping theirs, it'll go down here. It's 3 bombs per gate. Always AoE your bombs. That didn't go bad. It was pretty quick. Now we just gotta defend hard. Okay.
Counter. Driving roll. Room weapon. Cold snap. Intimidating shout.
You just want to slow them down.
Ice locked down.
They've got 6 minutes, so it's still a decent amount of time. So you still want to defend hard.
Shut down. Deep freeze. Freezing down. Ice locked down. Cold snap.
Right off.
Ice locked down. Onyx storm. Counter. Greater invisibility. Trinketed.
The Lions are defending pretty well. Oh, they all res when I was running by.
Evasion down. Ice locked down.
It was a terrible timing around by the graveyard. That's smart. Okay.
Counter. Combustion. Cold snap. Shadow fiend. Ice lockdown.
Warrior's got a pretty decent buff this patch.
Counter. Prismatic crystal. Mass malfunction. Vanish. Common storm.
Yeah, well,
Designated ground.
I don't think these guys are gonna win. Horde. Sometimes it almost seems like they give up so quick sometimes.
Intimidating show. Shattered chest ice. Renewal. Trinketed. Deep freeze.
It's the wrong guy. He didn't have a bomb.
Combustion.
Just gonna tendril all those people.
Shadow trinketed. Reflection. Invis. Trinketed.
I feel a little bit bad for him.
Prismatic crystal. Shadow fury. Combustion.
There's only 2.5 minutes left.
Dark regeneration.
Got a demo coming in on this side.
Common storm. Counter. Common storm. Cost. Trinketed. Mass malfunction.
It's nice. It tells that CC tells everybody when my CC is over.
Deep freeze. Vanish. Ice combustion. Counter.
Very handy for healers. More handy when people listen to it though too.
Cold trinketed.
That's
Ice
the range.
lockdown. Deep freeze. Cold snap. Chakra serenity. Ice lockdown.
Yeah, it's almost over. Less than a minute.
Combustion. Blind. Cascade. Shadow fury. Protection down. Counter. Deep freeze. Storm.
Oh, they're... Let's go help this pally.
Ice lockdown.
Nice. It's a pretty easy one there. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. I hope the add-ons list was helpful. I'll put a couple of them in the description so that way you can get the right the spelling for it. All of them can be found on Curse. So if you liked what you heard, please leave it a like and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next video. Thank you.